Hey guys, what's going on? Peety here. So today we're going to be talking about rubber and if it's worth it to level it up to level 5. So we're going to start off with airmen, talking about airmen, and if you should level up these to level 5 as an airman. Within the first field, you should absolutely not even touch or even think about touching the rubber. Now, you can get them to level 1. I mean, obviously you should. If you happen to capture a zone that has rubber there, make sure you drop the rubber. But if it's something like rubber and oil and iron, definitely go oil and iron. Don't just skip over rubber. Okay? It's going to be your least priority. The only reason you need rubber at all is to upgrade your oil. Whenever you're doing the oil resource zones, it does take some rubber to get those up, and that's the only thing you need rubber for, and for flak, which is it's just a very small amount. So, long story short, just keep these at level 1 and until you have an abundance of resources, and then you can start putting into them. Now, for tanker, it gets a little more interesting. The thing with these is at level 8 you're running tigers. So, but these also cost a lot of cash up front, and you need that cash to be able to get to level 8. It's not easy to get to level 8 if you're pumping the cash into these rubbers. So, what I would say for tanker is you can level these up, I would say, to level 2 or max 3. That's pretty much it. And focus on your city rubber. Your city rubber, everything is half or a little bit more than half the price, and it gives you the same amount of resources, 100 per hour, 120 per hour, whatever, and it's just cheaper to get up. You also get little quests for leveling up your city stuff, your farm, the oil, the rubber, iron. So if you're waiting around for money, make sure you're knocking out those quests. And then for these rubber zones, just get them to 2 or 3 if you want to. If you want to leave them at level 1, by all means. But if you're really hurting for the rubber, make sure you pick it up. But yeah, you can see after 4 days, it nearly doubles your rubber. But it's just such an initial startup cost, like all that iron and all that cash, and then it's not replenishing either of those. So it's a little tricky. And then for M40s, same exact thing. The same thing. You and tanker, honestly, you play these resources exactly the same because your tigers and the M40s are almost the same price. They cost cash. They take the same amount of cash to get up. They take iron and they take rubber. So, yeah, that's all I got for rubber. Basically, collect as many RSS zones as you can, no matter what class you are. If you're airmen, do not push them past 1 until you have bombers out. You don't need cash or iron anymore. You've just got to sit in there. And if you're tanker and cannoneer, get them to 2 or 3. And then once you start feeling like you can put those big price tags, you can start dropping those big price tags, go ahead and do it. But that's it from me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Coming up next is oil. So we'll see you next time. Peety out.